wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Jack, we Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops, then find to these Urkels that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness is really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Rick flaring on him, Rick flaring on him, Rick flaring on him, Rick flaring sun up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Cut the music! Cut the music. Thank you, my lovely wife. Cut the music! Now, I'm not gonna say that, man. If you talking about an ass whooping, I mean, I don't know how you describe this in any other fashion than a straight glorified ass whooping. Now, I'm gonna be totally honest. It should have been 40-something to 7. They shouldn't even got the first 7 that they had. And if you're a Southern fan right now, you have to sit back, and I'm going to keep saying this. You had to know that you was fool's gold. You had to know that you was fool's gold. Cubic zirconia. Okay? You was the Jordans made in China. You the jump man with the 5 fingers. You USPA. You the horse with 2 men on it. No homo. Fake. Phonies. I really need Southern fans to like tap in, because y'all was doing a lot of talking, especially Perry White. I just don't listen, man. This is the stuff that blows me, right? This is like, I keep saying that there's a thing about being a homer, and then there's a thing about being realistic. And being realistic and being a homer at some point in time have to meet, talk to each other, and congregate. You got to meet, you got to sit down, and you got to have a conversation with yourself. Tell me how Perry can get on the show and tell me the 2 losses to SWAC teams don't matter. How does that even work? How does somebody fix their face and say, you know what, Scotty? I'm not really worried about the 2 losses to the SWAC teams that we had earlier in the year. It's all about what have you done for me lately? When you're in the SWAC conference, when you play SWAC teams, when you look like ass, again, y'all don't even have a chance, bro. Y'all don't even have a chance. Like I'm being so serious. You guys don't even have a chance. But it was. Listen, keep talking. Listen, you about to look just like Southern. Keep talking that shit y'all talking about like, oh, Jackson State. No, you don't have a chance. I'm going to give you the same reason I gave Perry when you guys are barely beating Texas Southern. Texas Southern took you down to the wire with no Andrew Body. And you barely won because you stopped them on a 2-point conversion. Really? And you supposed to be Alcorn? All right. Okay. Roger that. But that game will take place when it takes place, right? And there's a lot of football to be played. People can get hurt. Things can happen. So I'm just saying, as of right now, shut up. My thing is this. If you have watched Southern up until this point, they were the cardiac kids. Simple. They play like ass, and then somehow, some way, Dooley finds a way to pull the game out. But that can't sustain you against great teams. It can't. When you go against great teams, that doesn't sustain you of playing bad offensive football, relying on your defense time in, time out for them to keep bailing you out when you can't garner up any points and garner up any yards. Now, I've been reading some Facebook comments, and a lot of people are blaming Dooley for the tip passes and for the fumbles and all that. Listen, I'm not here for all that. Listen. The reason I'm going to always start at the head man in this Dooley is because if you're an offensive guy, at least take care of your side of the ball. That is if I hire you to bake cakes and you can't even bake a cake right, why do you have the job? See, that's the part where Southern fans are misconstrued. You hired Dooley for his offensive play calling, and he is absolutely atrocious. That is where it starts. So the mere fact that you can't even, I would honestly, and Southern fans, if you're in here, I know you guys are kind of scared to come out from your rock, from this ass whooping, but I would think if Southern fans lost this game 35-41 and they couldn't stop Alcorn, I think they could live with Dooley, right? If they saw what they thought they would see. The reason Dooley got the job, if anybody remembers, is because of the ass whooping he gave gave Southern when he was at PV. Am I the only one that remembers that? Am I the only one that remembers that? That's the only reason he got the damn job in the first place. And now you see him at the helm of Southern, and the offense is just out of cahoots. It's just out of whack. There is no identity. There's no cohesiveness. It doesn't flow. It's like it's like a bad opera, and you don't know what scene you're in. You don't. It's like a bad Chitlin Circuit play, and you don't know how you got here. Like, how did we get here? And for everything that Southern has paid for, the only thing that you have to show for it is backdooring your way into a SWAC championship and losing. That's it. That's all you got. That's all you got to show for it. For all the hype, for all the stuff, backdooring your way into a championship and losing. Didn't even win the West outright like FAMU did for the SWAC East. Couldn't even do that. Backdooring your way in the championship and then getting curb stomped. Well, I mean, Bubba saved you from getting curb stomped. It would have been like 60-something-0 if it wasn't for, Jackson State making him play Bubba McDaniels. So I'm just trying to understand what the infatuation for this whole regime of Dooley. And I'm going to keep saying it. Win, lose, or draw. And I'm going to say it till the cows come home. Win, lose, or draw. If you need a special, that is absolutely atrocious. Howard should be ashamed of himself, but that's neither here nor there. If I'm going to keep saying this, if you need a special player to make your offense special, you're not who you think you are. It's very simple. It's not hard. It's not complicated. It's not any of that. If you're telling me you can only produce when you have a special talent, and I'm not, listen, this game wasn't even close. I want to be very, Southern should have never been on the field with Alcorn. They're not as good of a team. See, the problem is, and what people are saying, individual talent, Southern has it. August Petrie, Will Whitfield, Rhymes, Gary Quarles, Kobe Dillon. Individual talent, they have it. As a team, they are nada. They are kaput. And I don't know how many times I gotta say this, and people be, and I said, I don't see why this game shouldn't even be. I said it on Monday. This game isn't even close. It's no way. How? When you've been playing so bad. It's like, this is what Southern fans are, right? This is what they remind me of. You remind me of a girl who's dating a guy. Like, this is the alums. that the guy can't keep a job, right? The guy can't keep a job. Every time you give him an opportunity, he worked for a little bit, he get fired. He worked for a little bit, he get fired. He worked for a little bit, and you like, you know what? I mean, he has so much potential. Oh, I see it in him. It's like, when are you going to let it go? When are you going to move on? That is Dooley. That is Dooley. That is Dooley's team. It's not discipline. It can't get it together on the offensive side of the ball. The only thing you have to look forward to is defense, but at what point is your defense going to be like, yo, today, your defense was just not as good as the offense going against it, period. Point blank, period. Everything there's nothing. Willie Simmons got on here and said, if a team throws for 400 yards, then you weren't going to stop them, right? But if you allow them to throw for 400 yards and run for 200 yards, there's no way you can beat them. You got to take something away, right? Tell me off this stat line, did they take anything away? That's about as balanced as you can be. 186 on the ground, 255. That's about as balanced as I've ever seen in my life. You talking about a team that took your will, that took your heart? This is what it is. And shout out to Leachman. Leachman is the embodiment of taking your heart. The Bama ripped the ball, ran it in. Right? The Bama ripped the ball, ran it in. You know what I'm saying? And then pick six. Yikes. Down the yard. Pick six down the yard. Touchdown. I mean, I'm curious. I want to hear. First of all, I hope Alcorn fans call in. You know, call lines are open. 518-263-8124. 518-263-8124. I would love to hear from some Southern fans. I'd love to hear from some Alcorn fans. I'd love to hear from some HBCU fans that watch the game from a perspective of what you've been seeing over the time. Because I'm gonna tell you this. From what I have been seeing from Alcorn, I just didn't understand how anybody thought Southern was going to win this game. Even fans, I didn't understand, because they were just – Aaron Allen had just been playing at such a high level that it would shock me that all of a sudden he just trip, fall, and forget how to play the quarterback position. If I'm Southern, let me tell you, if I'm Southern, the thing for Southern, if I'm Southern, what makes me so upset is the talent on the team. See, I can get with a situation where you're UAPB, you just don't got the talent. I can get with a situation with Thune-Cookman, and you can't get it. You know, I ain't really got it all. You know, we trying, we ain't got it. Like, you got it. And what makes it even, I need y'all to understand. See, if you're just like somebody who just looks at stuff and don't really dive deep like I do, right? You will be like, oh, Scotty, what do you? Southern has a top 3, top 4 wide receiver core. I need y'all to understand this. I really need y'all to understand that Southern has a top 3 to top 4 receiving core. Number 1 is FAMU. Okay, we'll give FAMU that. Number 2 is Grambling. Now, this is where it gets iffy of how you want to do it. You could put Alabama State there if you want to because of Keyshawn Johnson, but that's really it. It's Keyshawn Johnson at number 10. That's it. But Southern could be at number 3. I just need y'all to hear these names. Petrie, Jalen Howard, who was a dog at PV. Go check the stats. An absolute dog at PV. You got Wilhoit or Whitfield, whatever his name is. And then you got Cassius, right? Like, you got some guys. And then you got guys like Rhymes and Quarles who can play the slot position. So it's not that you're void of talent. To me, it's like your play caller or the Dooley effect is that he's not getting everybody involved. And that's the problem where I see it constantly again, and again. KP, coming to you.
Wow, what's up, baby?
What's going on?
Hey, man, I ain't ducking. I'm gonna call in. I'm a diehard Southern Knights. DIE, man. I'm gonna call in, rep my school, win or lose. Man, look, I ain't even watched the game. I just saw the score on the little ticker that came across my phone. Man, that was embarrassing, bro. But I'm gonna be real, man. I'm not one of these, and I don't know. You make it count on one hand how many fans how many Dooley fans out here, man. Nobody supporting that dude, bro. I ain't saying he might. I don't think you can find 20 people that's on Dooley's side, bro. To be real, it's now I'm in the narrative of Southern has to make a big splash with this next head coaching hire. Forget whatever else happens for the rest of the season. I'm not supporting that. My people ain't supporting that. I'm telling everybody, they better don't buy no more tickets to go see that trash. I've seen it at Jackson State, and when I saw at Jackson State that product, I said, man, let me go home and cut grass. Man, this ain't out. I'm wasting my time out here, man. I gotta go feed the ducks at the lake, bro. Do not support this dude, Dooley. I'm not an advocate for somebody losing their job, but this is not the place for him. Let's look to the future. Southern administration has to make a big splash to get the fan base, because you lost the fan base. That's one. They done. So whoever comes in this meeting, this meeting that they need to have to bring in the next coach, they need to have somebody energetic who's going to be interactive with the fan base, who's going to put talent on the field and use it. Just because you got talent on paper doesn't make you a contender. Use the talent. I ain't seen one. Peter should be leading the swag in receiving yards. I don't think that boy got over 500 yards in receiving yards. If he do,
dog,
that's go ahead.
The oh my God, I would be so mad if I was Petrie. Absolutely mad, because he is a top 5 receiver in this one. Listen. I mean, the thing for me is this, and it's the same. And I keep saying this. The same way FAMU runs their offense is literally the same way that Southern should run their offense, to where it's not one guy that you need to worry about. When you looking at FAMU's wide receivers, you can't go into a game and say, oh, let's stop man to go, because you got Shareed. You don't go into a game saying, let's stop Shareed, because then you got Marcus Riley. Southern's the same exact way, if I'm being honest. The boy I'm scared of is Whitfield. Whitfield, that Bama is, he's special. So the fact that it's certain things, I'm like, how is this kid not touching the ball at least 5 to 7 times? Jet sweeps, like what they did. Oh, you didn't watch the game. What Alcorn did with Malik Rogers in the backfield, like they motioned him out and they brought a jet sweep and they tossed it to him and he scored, is the same thing you could be doing with Whitfield. It's the exact same thing. I do not understand. And the fact that you get Jalen Howard, who was a stud at PV, and you can't in no way possible he can touch the ball. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, are the plays that are my question to Dooley is this. Are there plays that are manufactured for certain people, or is it something to where the quarterback has to constantly make the right read? Because I can tell you, watching a game against Alcorn literally cuts the field in half for Aaron Allen. He does not have to read the field, and it's simply high-low reads on the side of the field where he's looking at. It's very simple. So it's usually like a flat concept, a go route, a hitch. It's real simple. So he just looks at whatever you make the decision. Okay, I'm going to go. Oh, you drop him back, I'm going underneath. You come up, I'm going over top. Simple. So I'm not understanding it. I'm sorry. It doesn't make sense to me.
Nah, you get it, because you made a comment and it stuck with me since you said it. You said you talked to some dude that told you, if you really look at it closely with both eyes, Dooley isn't special. He's really not an OC that's top tier. You said it before, and I thought about it, and it sunk, and I seen the product now. I'm like, damn, that really is a gem. That's a ball. Ain't nothing special about Dooley's playbook. To me, that's just my opinion.
No, I agree with you, KP, and it goes like this. See, the thing about great play callers, and I think Grambling is also falling into this trap of is you're not updating your resume. When the more tape that comes out on you, it's the same thing I said about Colorado when they had that 3 or 4 game run. I said, okay, cool. I said, but the more tape that comes out on you, the more I know your tendencies, the more I know what you want to do and what you're looking for. Right? Any great coaching staff is going to see your tendencies and say, oh, they like to throw a ball on 3rd and 5, or they like to run on 2nd and 3. So that, right? So my thing is, you're not updating your resume. You're not, hey, I'm not keeping you on your toes. I'm not going into a game saying, hey, we haven't used a tight end all week, all year. Hey, let's see if we can get the tight end involved. Like it's that to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To just shake it up, to say, hey, let's look at it like this. Let's do it like this. Oh, okay. We haven't got Petrie involved. Let's feed him early so he gets involved in the game. Like it's nothing deliberate. It's nothing. It's just like they're spraying shotgun pellets and hoping something sticks. It works. I don't understand it. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Man, you hitting on all cylinders, man. Like I say, man, we to me, I'm looking forward. Southern needs to make a big splash with his next head coaching hiree, because next year they decide to keep dueling, man. Nobody supporting that on the road. Nobody going to no games on the road to see that, man. That ain't competitive football. I go out to a high school game and see something better than that.
Yeah,
So I'm just talking about what I've seen at the Jackson State game and at that last game at Texas Southern. Oh man, that was so trash and garbage. I hope he ain't send that tape to be viewed by another team, because that was a tape and a game that should never be talked about ever again. That was the most worst game I ever seen since I've been watching SWAC. And I watched SWAC games in a minute. Even though we won, we lost, in my opinion. I'm gonna say this, baby. I'm gonna let you go. That is what I was trying to that's what I didn't understand about what I was asking Perry on Monday. I said, Perry, how can Southern stay at number 5 with the way they've been playing and the way they squeaked out against Texas Southern? How can you tell me that they're the best team, the 5th best team in the SWAC, by the way they're playing? Does the style of play have? See, there's only so much you can tell me of, oh, we're winning. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's only so much, because at the end of the day, it is Texas Southern, and you are supposed to be better than them. So why aren't you not dominating? I get if you get a couple onesies and twosies, you know what I'm saying? Like, you beat a team by 3, you beat a team by 7. But if every one of your games that you're supposed to be beating these teams, you skating by, that lets me know that you ain't as good as you think you are. Man, Southern is the best 5-4 worst team that I've ever encountered. That number 5 slot that Perry got, it should be taken away and given a 15s or whatever. We should be a bit above Valley and Pine Bluff. And I'm being real, because that record is not the indication of how the football team really is, man. That is a 2-6, 1-7 team that's playing out there. We just happened to beat the teams that were damn near worse than us, and we won. But that team is worse than the scouting team, yo. That is not a team that should be competing for first place. And I'm being honest. I trolled yesterday on Swag and the Page talking noise, but I know deep down in the heart, man, I'm looking for a 50-piece burger myself.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we put 21 points was a little shocking to me, because I was saying to myself, whoever get over 21 points is going to beat Southern. If they get 18 points, you're going to beat Southern, because we're not scoring 3 touchdowns in no game, to be real.
No, that's real. That's real. Hey, appreciate the call, KB, as always, man.
Hey, bro. Hey.
Oh,
Scotty.
Yeah, you're blocked. I got you. I'm gonna make you.
Hey, man. I love all you chat members, man. I don't know who blocking me. I have no hatred towards nobody. It's jokes, yo. I don't go hard. It's just jokes. I love all you guys, man. I salute all y'all universities. Please stop blocking me, whoever that is. Damn.
Listen,
have a good one, bro. Get me on block, man.
I'm gonna get you unblocked, and I'm gonna make you a moderator, so you're gonna be good.
Bet.
All right, bro. I appreciate it. Yo, y'all man must be on some next level type stuff. Let me see. See if I can get my man blocked real quick. Unblocked. Let me see. Oh, yep, right here. Here you go, right there. Hey, KP, you should be good. Go ahead and type something in the chat. Once you type something in the chat, I'll go ahead and make you a moderator. So you should be good. Let me know, KP. All right. But yeah, so I mean, listen. And let me give kudos to Alcorn. Alcorn did what they were supposed to do. They came out, they dominated. They started off sluggish with the fumble punt that gave and listen, I'm gonna be honest. That fumble punt, I thought it was going to sway the game, but the way that that Alcorn bounced back after that, because they got the field goal and then they got the strip fumble, and then it was a downhill movement from there. So, gotta give kudos to Alcorn for how they battled back from the adversity, got right, did what they were supposed to do, and then they got back on track, and it was like a runaway train from that point forward. Aaron Allen didn't have his best game, played well. Listen, man, that Bama Malik Rogers, I love that Bama Rogers. He needs the ball more. I'm gonna just say that he needs the ball more. Montario Hunt, dog. Listen, Alcorn can have a top 5 receiving core, if I'm being honest. It depends on how you view them. It depends on how you see the talent or whatever. But Montario Hunt's a dog. Marcus Rogers, Malik Rogers, whatever his name is, he's a dog. I mean, they got some no-name guys, but they just make plays for their guy. And you got to give credit where credit is due when it comes to that. I absolutely love that. And, I mean, just at the end of the day, McNair just keeps doing it. Listen, man. First of all, you got to give kudos to if we're gonna bash Dooley, you got to give kudos to McNair because he just keeps doing it. Excuse me. He just keeps doing it. Felix, Noah, Jarvion, Nico. It does not matter. Year after year, he just keeps doing it. And the thing to me, I'm telling y'all, Alcorn is going to fall into the trap of we can get somebody else. If McNair slips up or whatever, you're going to fall into the trap of Southern talk about we can get somebody else, and then you go back into obscurity. I don't think you guys truly understand. Coaches that win 8 to 9 games do not grow on trees. They are they're anomalies. Anomaly? They're eclipses. They happen very few and far between, right? So don't go. I'm just telling y'all, if the season doesn't go the way you want it to go, regardless of the fact, understand this. McNair is probably one of the biggest assets. One of the single biggest assets that you guys have at Alcorn. You can talk about the damn grass. You can talk about the stadium. I don't give a damn what you're talking about. At the end of the day, it's McNair. It is McNair. He's the straw that stirs the drink. Now, I'm not an Alcorn alum. I can't tell you all this. Now, I have heard some rumblings of the former Buffalo Bills coach, the former Alcorn NFL coach. I can't remember his name. Is it Frazier or something like that? But I heard he might be interested in the job. Leslie, thank you. Leslie Frazier might be interested in the job. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, right? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying Leslie Frazier's name don't be ringing bells. I'm just telling you, as a young man, right? If you talk to these young kids, his name don't be ringing bells. Okay? Now, I'm not saying he can't bring you no resources. I'm not saying he can't bring you no money and no dollars. What I'm going to tell you is his name don't be ringing no bells. So don't ask. I'm just saying, don't be like, oh, Leslie Frazier. I'm just saying. I don't give two shits. Okay? It's all about how does that coach resonate with the youth, right? That's why Deion it does really, really well being an icon in college sports because he resonates with the youth. Hugh Jackson is on that borderline, right? He's not, his name don't ring bells, but it somewhat rings bells, so he can kind of help with that. You know what I'm saying? Like just a little bit, but the losing ain't gonna help, right? Him losing these games are not going to help. Him looking inept offensively is not going to help. So it is what it is. So just saying. But to wrap this up, man, because I'm not going to be on here long because I got a whole Monday show to save and savor this moment with Perry. I'm going to say this. If you're a Southern, if you're an Alcorn fan, I mean, you got to finish strong. Got to absolutely finish strong. Got to finish strong. You got to, you know, that Jackson State game means something. That Texas Southern game is going to mean something. Right? You should win both of those pretty handedly, if I'm being honest. I mean, neither one of those teams are too scary. It is what it is. Southern fans, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I don't know where you go from here. I really don't. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if Dooley get on that press, I don't even watch that shit. But if Dooley get on that press conference talking that everything is okay, everything's in front of us, shit, I'm going to light his ass up. I'm gonna light his ass up. I'm gonna absolutely light his ass up because there's no reason that you should jump on the front of them people lying, talking about something. We got everything in front of us. I mean, if we just do what we're supposed to do, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. So, just my little 2 cents on it. All you Southern fans that don't want to call in and take y'all L's like a man. If y'all Bama's would have won, y'all Bama's would have been on here hot dotted. Shout out to KP for being a real one. And KP, I need you to type something so I know that you good so I can add you as a moderator, right? If the Southern fans would have won, y'all Bama's would have been caught, smash. All them Bama's would have been calling in. Talk about something. Yeah, Scotty, what was that? What was that? Ha, ha, ha. Now y'all Bama's sitting in the corner, you know, eating bonbons and crying and shit. Now y'all forgot the call-in number. I put it up. Ain't nobody want. You ain't want to talk y'all mess now? Real funny to me. Bama's go missing when they lose. Bama's go missing when they lose. Just want to be very good because I know for a fact if they would have won, my phone lines would have been off the charts. Off the freaking charts. But, you know, hey, to each his own. You guys take your loss, however you take it. Take your peel, however you take it. Just know at the end of the front runners. At the end of the day, you are what your record says you are. And I'm going to keep saying it. Those losses to Jackson State and Alabama State, you might not thought they meant anything. They absolutely did. You Bama's was ass. Absolutely ass. 58-70 coming to you. I call you live.
Hey, Scotty, how you doing, man?
What's up, man?
I'm about to sign the petition to fire Dooley.
You better start it up.
No. The petition is already started. It says that Dooley has to go. Dooley got to go.
Got to go.
It's on change.org. But I've been telling you, man, this man doesn't make adjustments. This man is stubborn, and he's not going to change the quarterback. He's not going to put the quarterback in the right position to have success. He's just not. And then all the weapons that we have, August Petrie, Jalen Howard, Rhymes, all these weapons that we have, he doesn't use them. It's like he sticks to these plays where I don't know what plays he runs, but they're terrible.
He said, I don't know what he runs. I don't know what he runs, but they're terrible.
It's garbage, man. It's garbage. I'm a college student and I'm seeing it on TV, man, and it's garbage. We weren't doing this with Odoms. We weren't doing this with Richardson. We were making adjustments. I don't know if he's afraid to call plays or what, but hopefully on the press conference he's just blatantly honest.
Not happening.
But I don't think he's
not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
No, it's not. He's always trying to save his side behind. He's always trying to make excuses. I've been a Southern fan. I'm 21. I've been a Southern fan all my life. But at the same time, man, it's hard to watch. I don't even want to watch the Bayou Classic. I might as well just be at the tailgate. But it's sad, man. It's sad to see.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know what to see. I don't know what to do next, man. Like, because I feel like some of the players are gonna get in the transfer portal.
I'll be gone. Oh my God, I'll be gone. I'm not staying there with that foolishness. I would be absolutely out the door.
Yeah, man. But I'm just saying, man, it might happen come the off season. If we don't win any of our games, the rest of our games, there will be people in the transfer portal.
Listen, and it's not, and man, appreciate the call, bro. And it's not just being in the transfer portal because of the wins. It's if I'm an offensive player, if I'm like if I'm a Petrie, right? And I this is his last year, by the way. But if I was a Petrie and I had another year or something like that, I'm not about to spend it messing with you in this horrible ass offense. If I'm a grad, if I'm about to graduate and be a grad transfer, I'm not about to deal with Dooley and not knowing if I'm gonna get touches and not knowing if I'm gonna get the ball thrown. And I'm not dealing with none of that, man. Absolutely none of it. So it just is what it is, man. It just is what it is. So I wouldn't deal with that. I wouldn't deal with that. Crawford, I don't think that's a battle you want to take with me right now. The battle was between Demetrius and Miles. Miles won that battle with Demetrius. All right? And I picked Alabama State to win. So miss me with it. Miles played like crap, but miss me with it. I just want to be let's be fair. And for Adrian Cook, Roman Banks should have been fired. I've been saying Roman Banks should have been fired. I don't. The whole hiring process in the first place, him hiring his frat brother, should have been fired. So what are we talking about right now? What are we absolutely talking about right now, man? Just get up out of here, man. Roman Banks should have been fired. All right, so Southern, listen, Southern been doing it to itself, okay? Southern has been doing it for itself. Simple. Very, very simple. Too easy. So just leave it alone like that. But listen, guys, this has been my time. I appreciate you all. Southern, I don't know where you go from here. I don't know where y'all Bama's go from here. I would hate to be in Southern alone right now. I wouldn't want to deal with G. I wouldn't want to deal with Alcorn fans. Hell to the no, man. That's just wild to me. But listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. And if you ain't watching Swag and the Food this week, if you're not watching Swag and the Food this week, you are sadly mistaken. I'm going to be locked in and tuned in. All right. God bless. Peace.